I don't know, have we met before?
We have not.
Okay, I'm Mr. Larkin.
I'm Cody Thompson.
Nice to meet you.
You got the government thing.
Okay.
The what?
At the Jeopardy, which is
Oh, that's right. Okay.
For it, and the lines or whatever.
Okay. Well, excellent. Okay, Madam Vice President, Supreme Dictator, what's up?
Okay, so on Friday we have the big candy passing out fun thing at the square. Any updates on that, Chairman? Okay, if we have candy, do you want us to wait to bring it on Friday?
Oh,
We don't have what we have, so we're gonna have to bring it up.
sure. I mean, we can, or don't we have like a collection? Or don't you have some in your desk? Or
I have some at my desk. People have dropped off a few bags of candy, so if you want to bring them between now and Friday, well, you decide. How do you want to do it, sir?
or you can bring them here, or if you want, you can just, I guess just bring them.
Okay.
Y'all to is something else that you can say that the whole time.
So if you bring them here, room 204 is my office. I'll be here Friday morning.
Yeah, either one of us will be here tomorrow.
Are you
Yeah.
going to the meeting on Friday morning?
No, ma'am. Are you?
Okay.
You don't have to.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotta
He's going to be
represent.
there.
Okay.
Aren't you?
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. He will be there.
Sounds good. Hopefully there's other members. Oh, hey, shout out on Friday morning at 10 o'clock. There is going to be a meeting at Sulphur Springs for outreach. So be there because we're going to be going over some important stuff.
Yeah.
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 Something like that.
Something like that.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Our chapter,
All three campuses are one chapter.
okay.
So it's supposed to be for people from all three campuses. They're supposed to meet. Although last time there were 4 of us at the meeting and 2 of us
And
were
no one from Sulphur
advisors.
Springs, which was
At
crazy
Sulphur
because
Springs?
it was at Sulphur Springs.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was here, I'd go.
Yeah, it's here.
Well,
We didn't have it
maybe
here.
suggested for next month to move it here.
Seriously.
Yeah. Well, they have the van.
Yeah.
Van on the
I mean, it's
river.
not much further for them to travel from
Yeah.
Paris to
Yeah.
here than it is Paris to Sulphur Springs.
Really?
Yeah. It's just, if they're going to Sulphur Springs, they
Yeah.
make that left-hand turn just north of Cooper. If they're coming here, they stay on
Maybe I'll
224.
make it someone else's idea so it doesn't seem biased from me.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Maybe we should just-
It's fine. Just, do you want to tell us what we're doing? We have a couple of new people, so what are we doing on Friday? We should not assume that everyone knows.
There is, from 4 to 6, we're going to be passing out candy and whatnot and howling on the square. So, if you want to come, you don't have to be there the whole time, you don't have to come at all, technically. But if you want to come, that'd be nifty. If you want to come early, you don't have to.
Come early, come on.
So probably we need some people to be there about 3:45-ish to set up the table and start putting candy in bowls and stuff like that.
Are we gonna have a sign that says who we are?
We have some, do you still have the banner too?
Yes.
Okay.
So
So just
we
people
can use
across the
that.
meeting.
And then we also have something for PJC.
Yeah.
I think Flossie's
Some
going to
type of candy, little
have
kids.
something for PJC.
What about that game?
Player game.
Like, is that,
We
How's that come?
we have been in communication with the Dean of Student Services asking for a purchase order to purchase the game and additional candy. Since we had a meeting 2 weeks ago,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
we have not seen the purchase order yet.
We haven't seen the purchase order for the T-shirts, which was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. So we've been promised the purchase order tomorrow, but we were promised the purchase order days ago.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If so be it, on Friday, if we don't have one, I'm sticking Deanna on him.
Okay.
Deanna can be me, so I'm gonna let Deanna go get it. And just say, look, I got 2 people in front of me who need the purchase order and they need to go get their stuff. Where the heck is it?
Yeah.
Let her ask. So she can be the meanie. So if you'd like to, what the trick-or-treater on the square is it's a community-wide trick-or-treat function so that kids can trick-or-treat in safety instead of having to go into neighborhoods and who knows what they're going to get. So most of the civic organizations in town, I think the Y has something. I know Wesley United Methodist usually has something. The Sheriff's Department has something. So most of those organizations, and we're going to have a booth, and we're going to have one part of our booth will be a beanbag toss, and we'll give out candy to kids. If you want to come in costume, what's the thing about the costume?
Make sure it's appropriate. Like nothing vulgar
I found my
or
Batman costume.
That works.
Yeah, Darth
something
Vader.
like that. That's
If you come as like a vampire or a zombie or something along those lines, don't make it too realistic, because again, you're going to be dealing with some bigger kids, but a lot of the kids are going to be 2, 3, 4, 5 years old, and we don't want to scare them away from our area because we look too good.
So something like Hellraiser is probably not going to be a good idea.
Walking Dead.
Yeah. Or if you're going to be the Terminator and you're actually going to bring a 12-gauge shotgun, that's probably...
I feel like that's
I'll be back. That's probably not a good thing. And again, as you said, if you can come for 30 minutes, awesome. If you can come for the full 2 hours, and we're going to be there till 6-ish. But if we run out of, I think the last couple of years we've had at least 1,000 kids in front of us asking for candy. It goes away very quickly.
Yeah.
So we may not be there whole 2 hours if we don't have enough stuff to give away. As soon as we run out of stuff, we run away so the kids do not egg us and etc. because we stink because we don't have candy for them. The other thing is make sure you can probably find a parking space somewhere off the square, but it's starting at about 3:30. Getting around the square is going to be next to impossible. So whichever direction you live from the square, have a parking space somewhere in that direction so you can make a getaway away from the square. It's probably the best thing to do. And if you know others who are interested in helping with us, they do not necessarily have to be Phi Theta Kappa members. If you have girlfriend, boyfriend, significant other, an enemy that you want to drag down for this, they're welcome to help as well. Because what we'll need is at least 2 people
At least.
to run the game. And we'll need at least 2 people to pass out the candy. So it would be great if we had at least 4 people at the booth most of the time. Miss Arnold is also going to supply for PJC some fun PJC stickers and pencils and other things that have the PJC stuff on it, so we can pass out PJC stuff at the same time that we're passing out our candy. So it's a good way for people to get to know who we are. And I did not bring it with me because I have it under safekeeping. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to look at her name. She's in our Western Civ class. Lacey? Thank you, Lacey. Miss Sorrells has done an awesome job of making a dragon for us. It is a cool looking dragon that will be on our game. Cool. So, and I saw something yesterday that other organizations on campus are doing. Are you guys sick of getting stuff on your phones?
I don't get anything on my phone.
I
Okay.
don't think she's adding the people.
Okay. We can do something different.
Okay.
We can be rebels.
Yeah.
Are you guys good with being rebels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a system, I think it's called Reminder.
Oh my gosh, yes, Remind 101.
Remind?
Yeah, Remind.
That's what Paul made it.
If you want, I'll set up a Remind system for this campus and for Sulphur Springs. And then if you want to, I'll give you the paperwork on it, and then you can just go ahead and subscribe to it. That way you'll get any email, any reminders of meetings, any reminders about the events that we're doing.
Because the emails don't really work that well, because nobody really emails it.
Yeah, so we'll set up a Remind spot for this campus.
Yeah.
So if you want to, and then I'll bring to next week's meeting the paperwork with the number to dial into and what the passcode is to get into it. So we'll set up a Remind for here, and then that way we can just keep reminding people, meeting 12:30 here, etc.
We should do it for the whole campus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
Anything, anything on the toys? Is it Toys for Tots?
Yeah, I need to talk to him again.
Okay.
To get more information.
We're also looking what we might want to do Christmas time
Yeah.
to help out the community. So if you have any ideas as far as a project that would be, and just keep in mind, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of us. Don't get us do not commit us to a project that needs like 50, 60 people. We're averaging around 8 to 10 people in our meetings. So if it's something that can be doable, it is doable for 8 to 10 people, then commit us for it. But I guess let me back up. Don't commit us, bring it here to the meeting, and then we'll take a vote on it. And those who are interested in participating, if the group says yes, then we will commit to doing that project. Does that make sense? And then also be thinking of what you want to do in the spring. So what kind of stuff do we want to do? Because again, I want to send, those of you that are going to be in the spring, want to send at least 2 or 3 from this campus down to San Antonio for a meeting. So just stay active and keep going in what we're doing, and we'll see about sending you to San Antonio. Pretty much all expenses paid, pretty much. I think you might have to pay for some food, but we'll pay for your trip down, we'll pay for your hotel room, and we'll pay for your registration. Yes, ma'am.
I tried contacting the Fish Ministries several times, and they have really limited business hours. But I was calling them during, they still wouldn't pick up, so I left them messages. So maybe they'll call me back.
Okay. Do you know where they're located?
King
Somewhere on
Street.
King Street?
Yeah.
Boy, Jeffers, like, I know he's been busy. He like broke his leg or something. I see him at Brookshire all the time, like riding around on one of those things. So I don't know if he's busy with that or something, but I don't know.
Yeah. Basically, the way I know, you go down Wesley, and right where you get across the railroad tracks, about the first block past the railroad track, hang a left, and that gets you to King Street, and it's right there on the corner.
Okay, do you think I should drop off like a little note in their mailbox or something if they're not there?
That might be a better way to do it. Say, please call me.
Okay.
That way.
Just take it aside.
Yeah. So that's pretty much, is there anything else?
I think the
I
Toys
have
for
a-
okay.
Yes, sir.
Quick question. Are the flyers and signs and stuff, do they still say to meet in the other room?
They might. I don't know. It might say 124.
It says
We're still putting that on the whiteboard out.
It says
front, so we
124 on the
make
bat.
sure
I will go talk to
on the
Ian.
bat. It says 124 every time it comes out.
Yeah. And so does on the message.
Yeah, like on the bat.
Okay.
The paper. It says 124. I don't know about the message.
Okay.
Do you want me to make some fresh posters?
Would you mind?
Okay.
And then when we get Remind together, we can actually put Remind on there as well.
Yeah.
And just say, if you want to be in the know of what we're doing, go to this site.
I think the Toys for Tots is the second week of December, like we were talking about. So
Okay,
I think
cool.
It is. I'll
I think
double
that'd
check
be really
the date.
fun.
That'd be fun.
Because it wouldn't require any money or feathers and
No.
things really, unless we wanted to donate.
And like he's always needing help. It's not like 50 or anything people. It's like normally he drags me and my mom up there, and like we do stuff for forever. So
Perfect.
like we can knock out stuff pretty easily. So
Okay. I guess one other thing, if you have a jacket that you no longer wear, a gently used or a new jacket that you don't wear, your grandmother gave it to you for Christmas, you know, one of those jackets, something like that. Yeah, in Sulphur Springs, they are doing a coat drive that's going to benefit. It's called Can't Help, which is similar to Fish Ministries. So they are going to be taking up collections of coats to give to people in the community that do not have coats or jackets. So if you have any extra coats, I think we're also going to throw in hoodies. So any kind of thing that can be used when the weather starts getting a little bit cool. If you'd like to bring something like that here, give it to Jay or I. We can truck it over to Sulphur Springs and make sure that that donation gets included as well. On these donations and all these other things, you are not required to donate. It is not a thing for membership that we have a list and say, oh, we did a coat drive, you didn't give one.
You're out.
Exactly,
You're out.
you're impeached. We had a candy trick or treat. You didn't give a bag of candy. So you are not required to, but we would love for you to help us out with this type of thing because that makes it cooler when people are helping us. And again, we want to be Santa Claus on Friday, right? We want to be the booth that all the kids love to go to because we got candy and lots of it and we're just like throwing it at them. It's Mardi Gras. That's what we want to be. Instead of beads, we're throwing candy.
Hopefully we're not
Good
flashing.
Yeah. Remember, we're doing this appropriately too, so there will be no flashing in the passing out of candy. Mr. Strickland, is there anything else, sir?
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
I got one.
Yes, ma'am.
The competitive edge deal on the ptk.org website, have y'all started that?
I looked at it and I was like, I have homework to do. It's too much work.
Well, y'all should do it. It's super easy. I got to the 5-star in like 2 days. It just takes time, and it's just a few essays that you have to do. It's more like a week, but
You did it in 2 days. Did you fudge some of the stuff on there?
No, I really did.
Hmm.
I watched those videos too. Those like hour-long videos.
Oh my god.
But all at one time.
Okay. So you drunk the Kool-Aid then? Yeah.
One person did it in 18 hours while we were at the regional conference. Like, someone cheated.
Yeah.
So, and then also don't forget about collegefish.org.
I'm gonna rate me house new race.
That especially if you're starting to look at colleges for next fall, collegefish.org is a really, really cool site that will give you a lot of good information about all the colleges in North America. So check it out and see what's there.
Now, they were saying that they had some problems with.
Just applying for it in general.
Huh?
Like I kept clicking on it, it just gave me information. It wouldn't actually, there wasn't a way to like apply for it online.
For College Fish?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
I
let me
was having
check.
trouble
And,
with it.
okay, I'll check and if there's a problem, I'll send something to PTK International and say, I've been touting this site, it doesn't work, fix it. So, and then also don't forget that your fall scholarship deadline is coming up soon. So if you, there's a whole bunch of scholarships at ptk.org that you are eligible for applying for. So go ahead and do that. Yes, ma'am.
On the fall common application, there's only, I think, 5 or something like that showed up on mine. Okay, that's cool, but where's the other ones? Because
No, that's about right.
Okay,
Yeah.
There'll be about 4 or 5 additional ones that will be available in the spring.
okay.
Yeah. There's only like the Geico, the
Yeah,
Heights,
but
Yeah.
I don't have 52 hours of
all
college.
something, all American something.
But again, on a lot of them, they want to see your Mother Teresa. If you're Mother Teresa or the Pope, you might
Yeah.
be able to get one of those
I
scholarships.
already
So.
got told no for one of them. I was like, thank you. I'm
Yeah.
not finish it yet.
They say it was sponsored.
I know, right?
Yeah, I need to get that.
And I guess the other
That was
thing is
2 letters
if-
of recommendation you have to get.
If you want to help Jay and I out,
I may have to-
if since you're doing the competitive edge, if helping with the trick or treat, the things that you do, just kind of make a little gentle notation that you participated in some of the things you've done, so that when you comes May or whatever time it is, and you send us a letter saying, I really could use a letter of recommendation, it's great for you to say, I helped here, I did this, I did that. That's the type of thing we'll stick into that letter of recommendation to make it more personal. Because, speaking for myself, what was your name again? Him.
Yeah.
Memory's not so good. So I know that you participated in stuff. I'll recognize your face, but if you ask me who your name is, it's not going to happen. So by giving those kind of gentle nudges, prompts, it makes the letters of recommendation a lot better. So just for your own whatever, just note some of the things you've done. So Toys for Tots, if we do something in the spring, like a fun walk or something like that. We've helped in the past with Drug Free Greenville, if we want to do that again. If we don't, that's good. If you're interested in helping like Special Olympics, if you're interested in helping for the cancer walk,
Relay for
blanking
life.
out. Relay for Life, interested in that, whatever it is, bring it up. I mean, we'll gladly do, because we want this to be an organization that helps you get to the next level. And then I'm hoping in January, Honors in Action, there is a overall theme, and I think it's boundaries.
Frontiers.
Frontiers.
Oh,
Frontiers.
That's what the
And you can
spring
do something on frontiers in medicine, frontiers in technology, frontiers in politics, frontiers in history, frontiers in almost any area. And what we're supposed to do is say, I'm interested in frontiers in art, the new media that can be used in art. So how do you incorporate computer CAD in an art? You know, is that considered art? Or is that artificial art? And then what we do is we say, okay, we're interested in that. And then we study something about it. Then after we study something about it, then we say, let's do a project. So how do we convince people to get interested in going to a museum? Can we use computers to get people psyched about going to an art museum? Pushing the boundaries. Could we do something as far as talking about Ebola? What kind of frontiers with Ebola could we come up with something? So is it something that the students here know nothing about Ebola and they're scared to death about it, so no one's shaking anybody's hand anymore because they're afraid, oh, I shake your hand, I'll get Ebola, that type of thing? Could we do an Ebola awareness type of thing? And then if we do this and we put together a project and it's good, then we get all kinds of accolades at the regional and the national level. And there's nothing more stoked than to be able to go down and accept an award with 14,000 people in the audience. Now, of course, you get like 15 seconds of fame, but you get 15 seconds of fame in front of 14,000 people. That's pretty freaking cool.
Is it a different project each semester?
It can be, or every year. So we do one project from January to December. So that's why we're going in January.
We did nothing.
And then, again, my other assignment, no offense, you guys have failed miserably at this assignment.
What?
You don't even
Bring
remember what the
people?
assignment
For
is.
people in here?
Bring people?
Yeah.
I
I
brought
tried.
him.
Okay,
I got
well,
'em signed
okay,
up.
you get a passing grade.
Thank you.
Did anyone invite you, or did you just kind of stumble
She
in?
invited me.
Yeah, I did.
She brought me. I brought him, so she gets two people.
What's up?
Don't bail her out. Chance, did anyone invite you, or did you just kind of stumble upon this?
I just kind of took forever to get in.
Okay. We need, ask people if they're a member of Phi Theta Kappa.
You know what
And
you
if
did?
they are, tell them we're going to be doing, I mean, I think this trick-or-treating on the square is going to be a cool thing. I mean, it is kind of a fun thing to have little kids look up to you and be happy that you're giving them candy. And you're not going to get arrested for doing that. Otherwise, it's like, hey, little girl, would you like some candy? No, that's a bad thing.
Stranger danger.
Exactly. But to be able to do this on the square in a nice, structured way is okay. And to help with the Toys for Tots is a good thing. So other things like that, let's spread the word. Okay. Thank you, guys. We'll see you Friday at 4 o'clock or 3:45-ish
In front of the tax building, right?
in front of the tax building.